Welcome to the X3 Tradesman Talent Orientation. We are excited you're here. We cover several things in this orientation, and our intent is to help you understand our company's goals, what happens next, what we expect from you, our policies, procedures, and benefits offered. X3 Tradesman was founded in 2015 with a few key goals. 1. To work with the top talent and place them with the top contractors in the industry. 2. To keep our talent working full-time, year-round, and most importantly, to strive to be the best employer in the construction staffing industry. The next step in the process is to review your application, check your references, make a hiring decision, and determine your starting wage. Once that decision to hire a candidate is made, you will be contacted to review potential projects to start working on. You will be provided with all the details needed to determine if this project is right for you. At that point, you will have the opportunity to accept or decline this project. When you're accepting or declining a project, it is important that you are open and honest with us. Once you commit to a project, we expect you to fully commit to the entire project. Please, always let us know why you are declining a project so that we can present better options to you. Our main goal is to keep you happily working full-time. What's expected of you? Once you accept a project, we expect you to be 15 minutes early and ready to work at the start time. We expect you to work safely. Always bring the necessary tools needed for the project, personal protective equipment, and a time card. We also expect that each day and every day you do your personal best to be exceptional. While at work, we ask that you limit cell phone use and smoking to lunches and breaks only. Additionally, we also want to make sure you understand that while you are employed by X3, you are not allowed to operate our clients' motor vehicles or heavy equipment. Our positions are full-time. With that being said, we understand that life happens. The key that sets exceptional employees apart is the way they communicate in these situations. You may have days where you need to miss work for valid reasons. We ask that you communicate scheduled appointments with the office and your job site foreman 1 week in advance. If you need to call out the same day, we expect you to call your job site supervisor 1 hour before your shift. Then call the X3 office stating the reason for missing work and if you have communicated this with your foreman. Texting is not an allowed method for calling out for work. First impressions are lasting impressions. Please do everything possible not to miss your first day on an assignment and be as exceptional as possible. 90% of the time, if you miss your first day, the client will not have you return. The next thing we're going to cover is how you keep track of your time each day. To reduce the hassle of dealing with paper time cards and faxing, scanning, or sending pictures of your time in each week, X3 uses an electronic time card where you will use your phone to clock in and clock out each day that you work. Don't worry, if you forget to clock in for a shift, you will get an automatic text reminder. You can then clock in and edit your hours for the day. Once you're put on an assignment, you'll be provided details to access the electronic time card. When you log in, you will select the project you are going to and click the Clock In button. At the end of your day, open the application, select your project, and click Clock Out. It's that simple. Editing your time for the day or week is an easy step. Just select this Summary tab at the top. Choose your project you want to edit, select the Edit Time button, and push the minus button next to a day to decrease the time, or the plus button to increase the time for a day. Make sure and press the Save button when finished. Approval of your time each week is critical to getting paid on time. You will need to get your supervisor to approve your time on Fridays or the last day you're working at that project for that week. Please do your part to make sure you get paid, which includes getting your supervisor's signature each week. After clicking Get Approval, hand your supervisor your phone, where he or she will review your hours worked for the week. Adjust the hours if needed and will have the option to rate your performance. Then they will sign and submit your approved hours. In rare cases, we may need you to use a paper time card. These paper time cards must be signed on Fridays or the last day you are working at that project for that week. You must then send it to X3 no later than noon on Saturday. There are 3 easy ways to turn in your time card, so you can do whatever works best for you. You can text a picture, email it, or fax it in. The next slide is a copy of our individual time card. It's very important that you fill out every line item and fill in your hours completely. At the end of your shift on Friday or the last day on the job for that week, have your supervisor sign your time card and turn it in. Now let's discuss payroll. At X3, payroll is done weekly and paid out 1 week in delay on Fridays. Please note that if you did not get your time approved, you may miss payroll. We do our very best to text you to let you know we need it, but if we don't get it, we cannot run payroll more than once a week. It is your responsibility to make sure you get your approved time turned in on time. Your pay stub will be emailed to you each week in an attachment you can download and view. At X3, we are committed to providing a safe work environment to our talent. We expect our talent to work in a safe manner at all times. Your safety and health is our number one concern. We strive to only work with safe clients and on safe job sites. However, it is important to understand that we don't have 100% control over our clients or their foreman. We believe safety has to start with you. Every choice you make will affect you and those around you, so you are the key to safety. One of the many ways we promote safety is through our X3 Safety 30-30-30 program. Every 30 minutes, stop what you're doing for 30 seconds and look around you 30 feet to identify, fix, or report any potential hazards. To keep our talent safe, we do not allow work on live or hot electrical systems. There is no exception to this rule, as it could be your last. If you see anything unsafe on a job site, we ask that you take action. We expect you to follow these steps so that safety concerns are addressed and taken care of. First, we ask that you report it to your direct supervisor. If nothing gets corrected, please report it to the client foreman. If the foreman doesn't address the concern, call X3. We will address the concern and make sure you are safe. If the problem continues after that, please report it to the general contractor so that they can assist. Personal protective equipment is provided free of charge and must be worn at all times. No exceptions. We expect you to always have and use a hard hat, safety glasses, gloves, and a safety vest. The only thing we do not provide is work boots. You must wear above-the-ankle leather work boots to all projects, no tennis shoes. Please take a moment and think about the 3 things you work safe for. It may be your family, your kids, your hobbies, your dog. Whatever it is, we want you to remember those things and make the safe choice every time. We do our best to encourage safe work habits, but occasionally injuries happen. If you sustain an on-the-job injury, You must call and report the injury to X3 immediately. If medical attention is needed, X3 will send you to an approved medical provider. Make sure you always get approval before seeking medical attention. If you are injured after hours, call 801-601-1414. Whatever you do, do not go to the ER for an unauthorized non-emergency. X3 will direct you to the appropriate medical facility at the appropriate time. X3 has a zero tolerance for substance abuse. We do drug screens for several reasons: pre-employment, if a specific project requires it, at random, for cause of suspicion, and most post-accidents. A positive drug screen will result in immediate termination. Refusal to take a drug screen is considered voluntary separation. X3 also has zero tolerance for harassment or workplace violence. Avoid inappropriate conversations and leave non-work-related topics to be discussed outside of the workplace. If you witness or encounter any such issues on a project, please call X3 immediately so they can be addressed. We have an open door policy. Please feel free to contact us at any time. Be sure to contact us with any questions about safety concerns, paycheck corrections, raises, coworker conflicts, transportation issues, schedule changes, or change an address or phone number. X3 values our talent and strives for a good work-life balance. We offer paid holidays after 160 hours, which is roughly 1 month. The 4 holidays we pay include Independence Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day. After 2,000 hours, roughly 1 year, you will also be paid for Memorial Day and Labor Day. We also offer our talent paid time off. PTO is accrued over time, and you get your first PTO day at 1,000 hours, which is roughly 6 months. At that point, you accrue 1 day for every 400 hours worked, which is about 5 PTO days per year. At 4,000 hours, which is roughly 2 years, you accrue 1 PTO day every 200 hours, which is roughly 10 days per year. Please note that upon involuntary separation from X3 staffing, your accrued PTO will be forfeited. X3 is excited to offer you a matching retirement plan. After working 30 days, you are eligible to enroll. We match dollar for dollar up to 3% of your income, and then 50% match up to 5%, and it is vested immediately. For example, if you make $40,000 per year and invest 5%, you would be putting $2,000 into your account tax-free. Then X3 would also invest $1,600 into your account for a combined total of $3,600 per year. X3 offers both major health and supplemental insurance. You are eligible to enroll the first week of the month following your hire date. For example, if you start March 15th, your open enrollment would be April 1st through 5th, and the insurance would go into effect May 1st. Once you are scheduled on your first project, you will be prompted to contact our insurance reps to be enrolled or to decline insurance coverage. X3 proudly pays for half of your individual premium. Premiums are deducted the month before the insurance kicks in, so you are in a prepay status. X3 is excited to offer tuition assistance. This program reimburses our talent for tuition and book expenses based on grades. A pass or fail course will receive 100% reimbursement for a passing grade and 0 reimbursement for failing. An A grade will receive 100%, a B grade will receive 70%, and anything lower than a B grade will not be reimbursed. There is a maximum reimbursement of $200 per quarter or $400 per semester. Reimbursements will be broken out into 2 payments, one immediately upon receiving the grade, and the remainder paid out 90 days later. If you have any questions, please ask or contact your X3 representative. We appreciate your time and attention, and we are excited to have you join the X3 team.